Rainbow Dash was strolling in the park when she saw all of her friends with their pets.
What are you all doing out here? Well, we always round up our critters for a regular old pony pet playdate in this park.
Rainbow Dash didn't have a pet and didn't know about the weekly pet playdate in the park.
I thought you knew. You didn't know? She didn't know?
Pinkie Pie and the others really wanted Rainbow to join them, but she didn't own a pet.
We were totally gonna invite you, Rainbow. Then Twilight remembered that you don't even have a pet. Oh, please don't be mad at us.
Rainbow Dash said she understood, but was secretly a little upset that she wasn't participating.
Oh, I'm not mad. You all are right. Not much point of a pony pet playdate for me if I'm a pony without a pet, right?
Rainbow Dash decided that she wanted a pet and asked Fluttershy to help her find one.
Just because I don't have a pet now doesn't mean I never want a pet.
Fluttershy was so excited to show Rainbow Dash all the pets to choose from at her cottage.
Oh, really? You really want a pet? Really? Because I've got so many wonderful choices at my house. Oh, and I know you'll just love them.
Fluttershy took Rainbow Dash to the cottage to show her all the different animals she could choose as a pet.
I think this Widow Pooty Tat has your name written all over it. Yes, he does. Oh, look, he likes you.
Pass.
How about a bunny? They're cutesy and wootsy and quick as can be.
Cutesy, wootsy, have you even met me?
There are otters and seals with massive appeal.
Otters and seals do not fly.
Rainbow Dash was very picky. She wanted to find the perfect pet that's just like her. Rainbow Dash really wanted a pet that could fly, so Fluttershy brought her up in the sky. Rainbow Dash was so impressed by all the animals. She didn't know who to choose.
But instead of just one standout, now that's too many.
Not a bad problem to have if you ask me.
Rainbow Dash announced a contest. The animal that won the contest would be her new pet.
There's only room on Team Dash for one of you, and my future pet needs to be able to take it to the extreme.
All the animals were excited. Each wanted to win first place and become Rainbow Dash's new pet. Applejack and Twilight Sparkle wondered if Rainbow Dash knew how much work a pet is.
Does she understand what a pet really needs?
Yeah, like care and attention, love and affection. And breath mints.
They knew how much care and affection pets need because they already had pets of their own. Just then, Fluttershy introduced a shy tortoise who wanted to compete for best pet.
Seriously, Fluttershy, the turtle? What did you bring that thing here for?
He just wants a chance to compete. He won't get in the way.
Rainbow Dash thought the tortoise didn't stand a chance at winning because he couldn't fly. She wanted a pet that had it all: speed, agility, guts, style, coolness, awesomeness, and radicalness.
That's pretty much all you can do, huh? Now that's the Oh yeah, that is awesome! Yeah, that's speed!
Each of the animals did their best to show off their own unique talents. The competition was too close to call, so Rainbow Dash announced one final test.
The final tie-breaking contest is going to be a race against me through Ghastly Gorge!
To choose the winner, Rainbow Dash challenged all the animals to a race through Ghastly Gorge.
Gesundheit.
Rainbow Dash explained the rules of the race to all the contestants.
Whichever of you make it across the finish line with me will have proven you can keep up with me and will have earned the honor and glory of getting to be my pet.
Whichever animal crossed the finish line with Rainbow Dash would become her new pet. The race was full of obstacles for the contestants to overcome.
Come on, slowpokes! You want to win, don't ya?
Each animal had to navigate through a prickly patch of tangled thorns. Rainbow Dash was in the lead when suddenly an avalanche trapped her beneath a rock. She started to get worried and hoped someone would stop to help her out from under the rock.
Oh, no. This can't be happening. Some pony, any pony, help me! Help me!
All of the contestants flew high over her on the way to the finish line, except for the tortoise. The slow-moving tortoise stopped to help Rainbow Dash and lifted the rock off of her wing.
Woohoo! My prayers have been answered. Oh, thank you.
The tortoise carried Rainbow Dash out of Ghastly Gorge and across the finish line.
Oh, thank goodness you're not hurt, Rainbow.
Just my pride.
All of Rainbow Dash's friends were so happy that she returned safe and sound.
I certainly hope all of this dreadful dust was worth it. Achoo!
It sure was if it means Rainbow gets to have her own little critter just like the rest of us from now on.
Rainbow Dash learned that a competition isn't the best way to choose a pet.
Today I learned what the most important quality really is. A never give up, can-do attitude that's the mark of a real winner.
Rainbow Dash realized that the best pet for her was the one that cared for her the most.
What you did, I owe you one.
Rainbow Dash declared the tortoise was the winner because he stopped to help her.
The only racer who crossed the finish line with me was the one who stopped to save me when I needed help.
Rainbow named her new pet tortoise Tank because nothing could stop him.
You just can't stop that little guy. He's like a tank.
The rest of the animals were disappointed that they didn't win, but they were happy for Tank. They saw the courageous thing that he did and congratulated him on becoming Rainbow Dash's new pet. Rainbow Dash even made Tank a special helicopter outfit so he could fly with her. Now Rainbow Dash and Tank could join in on their friends' pony pet playdates.
Come on, Tank! We're gonna be late for our very first pony pet playdate!
To celebrate, Rainbow Dash and all her friends went to the park to play with their pets. Rainbow Dash and Tank had a wonderful time at their first ever pony pet playdate. The end. Manehattan is a gorgeous city with many great sights to see around every corner. Rarity was invited to Manehattan's Fashion Week to present her designs at the biggest fashion contest of the year. The ponies were excited to be in the big city. It was so beautiful. They couldn't wait to go sightseeing. As they walked the streets, Rarity explained that in Manehattan, every pony does nice things for one another.
That is what makes Manehattan so splendid and amazing. You do something nice for some pony, and then you never know when they'll do something nice for you.
The city was so amazing that they almost forgot about the contest. If they didn't hurry, Rarity would be late.
Oh, it's no use. The cab drivers just drive right past to get to the next pony in line.
Suddenly, a kind cab driver arrived and offered to take Rarity to the contest right away.
So now, which of you nice folks are hopping in?
Fashion Runway Plaza in 7 minutes. Can you make it?
Hang on!
Rarity made it to the Fashion Week Runway Plaza just in time for the contest check-in, but she forgot the dresses.
My dresses! How could I possibly forget them?
Luckily, Rarity's friends remembered the dresses, and a friendly bellhop delivered them to her.
Got 'em right here, ma'am. Your friends told me you need these in a hurry, so I offered to race them over myself.
You're a lifesaver!
Backstage, Rarity met some of the contestants in the fashion contest.
Hello, every pony. Pleased to meet you all.
Prim Hemline, the host of the event, was upset that Rarity barely made it on time.
Miss Rarity, how is it that all your competitors are here half an hour early, and yet you arrive seconds before we begin?
Oh, just lucky, I guess.
A pony named Surrey helped Rarity load her outfits into the dressing room. Surrey was also competing in the contest.
My, your collection is gorgeous!
She liked Rarity's dresses so much that she asked to borrow a swatch of her fabric, and Rarity said yes.
Just a touch of this fabric could be perfect with it. Oh, hey, would you mind terribly if I took a swatch?
Oh, not at all. Here, I have loads extra.
At rehearsal the next day, Rarity discovered that Surrey had done more than just borrow some fabric. Surrey had stolen Rarity's designs and showed them to the judges first, pretending they were hers.
You stole my fabric!
I didn't steal it, okay? You gave it to me, remember?
How could you possibly make all of those outfits out of it so fast?
Suri was dishonest and cruel. She made her assistant, Miss Pamel, work all night without even saying thank you.
Well, I wanted to make sure you'd win, so I took the extra time to...
Quiet! I pay an assistant to sew and get coffee, not talk, okay?
At the hotel, Rarity told her friends that her designs had been copied. She was very upset.
And that one of the other contestants used some of my one-of-a-kind fabric, and then she turned it into a wardrobe just like mine. Only now it looks like I'm the one copying her.
The ponies comforted Rarity by offering to help make new dresses for the contest.
Now, Rarity, whatever went wrong, we're all here to help you get through it, no matter what it takes.
Still determined to win the contest, Rarity had the brilliant idea to use a hotel theme for her new designs.
This new line is going to be marvelous! Perhaps even better than the last. It's daring, it's bold! Perhaps I still have a chance after all!
Even though they would miss out on sightseeing, Rarity's friends helped her create the new fashion lineup.
Oh no! We're short on time. Would you help me make the most fashionable dress? I'm thinking hotel chic. You're a lifesaver!
After hours of sewing, the ponies finally finished Rarity's dresses, but they were so tired that they fell fast asleep.
There. That's the last of them.
Rarity took the dresses and hurried to the contest. She was so distracted that she left her friends behind. The fashion contest had begun, and soon Prim Hemline announced that it was Rarity's turn. And now, Rarity from Ponyville with her brand new line. And I mean brand new. Hotel chic. The crowd was very excited to see Rarity's new hotel chic dresses. However, Rarity realized that she left her friends behind at the hotel.
My friends! They didn't come. What have I done?
Rarity zipped off the stage and left in the middle of the contest to go find her friends.
I have to go.
Come back at once!
This is unheard of!
While Rarity searched for her friends, she thought about the way she treated them earlier. Rarity regretted not thanking them and leaving them behind.
Oh, they worked so hard on my behalf, and I repaid them with unkindness. What have I done?
Rarity found her friends at the hotel. They all looked sad because Suri told them that Rarity lost the contest.
Suri told us you lost. We're really sorry.
Rarity apologized to her friends for leaving them behind, and promised to make it up to them.
I lost? You know what? I don't even care. I'm just happy you're all still here after how I treated you.
Twilight and the others forgave Rarity and understood how much the contest meant to her.
We may not have seen you at your best, but we know you, and we would never let one thing like that change how we feel about you.
Every pony was surprised when Miss Pummel arrived with the first place trophy. It belonged to Rarity. Miss Pummel explained that Surrey lied about Rarity losing the contest and tried to take the trophy for herself.
Surrey was hoping that if you didn't claim your prize, the judges would consider it a forfeit and first place would go to her.
Miss Pummel also brought Rarity beautiful rainbow-colored thread as a gift. She thanked Rarity for her generosity.
Well, I saw how generous you were with your friends and how generous they were with you. It made me start believing there was something better for me out there. So I brought you something to say thank you.
The ponies learned that gratitude and kindness are part of the magic of friendship. Rarity celebrated the power of generosity with her best friends in the streets of Manehattan. The end. One day, the ponies were giving an ancient castle a magical makeover, and their friend Spike wanted to help.
Good old Spike is here, ready to do his part.
Princess Twilight Sparkle told Spike that they didn't need his help, and he felt left out.
It looks like we've got it, Spike. Why don't you find a quiet spot and finish reading your comic?
Spike was reading his comic book in the library when he found a tiny secret message at the end.
I know I saw a magnifying glass lying around last time I was here.
When Spike read the secret message, he was pulled through a magical portal along with his pony friends.
Take a closer look. To join the adventure in this book? What does that even mean?
The magical portal brought Spike and the ponies to Maretropolis, the city inside his comic book.
You're the superheroes for my comic book! It somehow zapped us all in here!
Spike and his friends became the heroes of the story and had to defeat the villain in order to return home.
So some ponies zap us back out!
My comic book! It said the way to get back to where we started was to defeat the maniac!
Twilight Sparkle was now the masked Matterhorn, and Applejack was Mistress Marvelous. Just then, the villain of the story, the Maniac, appeared and taunted the ponies.
Power Ponies! How kind of you to join us!
She had just stolen a powerful orb and was trying to escape with it. The Maniac threw a mailbox right where Pinkie Pie was standing, but Pinkie moved just in time.
Pinkie! Where'd she go?
Spike explained to his friends that they all had superpowers now. They were the Power Ponies.
She could be miles away from here by now. Pinkie is Philly second, the fastest pony in all of Metropolis.
Rainbow Dash was Zap, and her power was controlling the mighty forces of nature. Rainbow Dash wanted to make a lightning bolt, but she accidentally made a tornado. Spike and the ponies were swept up into the tornado. He tried to guide the ponies out of it.
Fluttershy, you're Saddle Rager. Lose your temper and you'll turn into a huge, super strong monster.
Oh gosh, that wouldn't be very polite.
Fluttershy's power only worked when she was angry, and Rarity's power didn't help at all.
Rarity, just think of something, anything, and your bracelet makes it appear.
The tornado tossed Spike out onto the sidewalk. He tried to steal the orb back from the Maniac.
The Electro Orb!
Spike tripped and lost the orb, and that's when he realized that he was Humdrum, the clumsy sidekick.
Why, thank you, Humdrum.
The tornado wound down, and the ponies were free, but the Maniac was getting away with the orb.
If we want to get back to Ponyville, I think we have to stop the Maniac from using her Doomsday device to destroy it.
Spike knew what needed to be done, but he felt useless because he didn't have any superpowers.
No biggie, I was already awesome. And now we've all got superpowers!
Almost
You must
all
have
of us
them
have
too, Spiky
superpowers.
Boost. Your character is wearing a cape.
Yeah, for absolutely no reason. He's pretty much useless.
Good thing you're not really Humdrum then.
Yeah, good thing.
Just then, the Maniac returned with her hairspray ray of doom to freeze the Power Ponies in place.
The Hairspray Ray of Doom! It stops you in your tracks and renders your powers useless!
The ponies were frozen stiff and couldn't use their powers. The Maniac took them away, but left Spike behind.
Don't spray!
the maniac took the ponies to her secret lair and told them all her wicked plans for Metropolis. Spike followed the maniac to her lair and invented a plan to rescue his friends.
I don't mean to interrupt, but aren't you forgetting about some pony?
Humdrum, little guy, no superpowers whatsoever. He's utterly useless.
Maybe in your world, but in our world, Spike, Humdrum, always comes through when we need him. Always.
I'm not like Humdrum. When my friends really need me, I do come through. And they need me now. Humdrum, little guy, no superpowers whatsoever. He's utterly useless.
Spike zipped across the warehouse and knocked over the hairspray ray of doom. Now the ponies could use their powers again. The ponies escaped from their cage and used their powers to defeat the maniac's henchmen. Rainbow Dash wanted Fluttershy to get mad and use her special power, but Fluttershy wasn't mad enough yet.
Get mad! I'm trying.
Spike knew that Fluttershy's power was the key to destroying the maniac's doomsday device.
Fluttershy, we need you! You have to power up!
I'm sorry. It's just that nothing is making me mad.
Suddenly, the maniac swatted away a little firefly, and that made Fluttershy very mad.
Oh goodness! Are you okay?
Fluttershy was angry and turned into a huge, super strong monster.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I know you're evil and everything, but you'd hurt a teensy little harmless firefly? Really?
Why don't you pick on somebody else?
The maniac shot her doomsday beam at Fluttershy, but it reflected off of her and destroyed the device instead. Spike congratulated the ponies on saving Metropolis, and the portal brought every pony back to Equestria.
Once again, the day is saved by...
The ponies thanked Spike for saving the day and let him know how grateful they are that he's their friend.
We wouldn't have made it without you, Spike. And I hope you realize that just because we don't always need your help, it doesn't mean that we don't think you're helpful.
Spike was happy to be part of the team and realized that friendship is the greatest superpower of all.
And that you don't have to have superpowers to be a super friend.
The ponies let Spike help them finish their magical makeover, and every pony celebrated by having a dance.